It is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside Lumen Field on your standard rain-filled afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Oh, some strong running. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Now he's able to break to one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second and 9.
To throw, Williams. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll go. Here's Williams. Pass caught by Burden. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I was going to say I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they've picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that ball.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Williams. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Not the warmest starts throwing the football. He was 1 for 3, now 1 for 4 on the opening drive.
So getting him comfortable is the key. And for him, it might be different than what we think is comfortable. We're probably thinking swing passes, easy checkdowns. Some guys, they're better off throwing it downfield. That's what really loosens them up.
Throwing is Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they could blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
That's complete right side to Kmet. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Biggie Angels! Biggie Angels! Biggie Angels!
And Chubb will try the middle here. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating.
Williams loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Play fake here on 1st down. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. To the air, Williams. That's caught left side, Burden. And he's able to get up here to the 26. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here is 3rd and 5. Looking to throw is Williams. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
On fourth down, here's Williams. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Williams. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Operating from the gun, Williams. Going out wide, finds Chubb. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Goes to the right side here, complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A give running right is Chubb, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Kyle Monungai, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Seahawks in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That was complete out to Michael Mayer. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Back to Walker on first down. And a good-looking run there. So he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And Walker once more. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Elijah Arroyo, his 1st rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Could be able to add the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here's a 2nd and 7. That one out wide and intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Setting up the screen here, this is Walker. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll set up to throw. Now they go screen, it's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
They'll carry him for the big tight end. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Elijah Arroyo with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The point after, good by Groupie. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Chicago.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Williams. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
From the gun, here's Williams. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air once more, Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
They'll try and throw for it here. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will do it for this first half.
Bears 7.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
when they went to the tunnel with a lead, they come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. They're complete to Smith-Njigba. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
Smith-Njigba. A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 24. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he slides to avoid the hit. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
That's good for the Bears. 1st down.
To throw, Williams. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. On the ground, it's Mononga. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Running
going for it. Here's Chubb. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Santos with the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Here's Walker to start the drive. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Walker now at 1st and 10. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Again, it's Walker. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 70 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
On 4th down, on his groupie to try the field goal.
From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. To throw, it's Williams. He's got this complete to Burden. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And again, it's Chubb. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. He was brought down there by Julian Love.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Open man down the field. That's Burden. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
The Bears on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And down inside the 15 he goes. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing is Williams. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to sack back at the 16-yard line. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw is Williams. Now it's Williams loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
Now the Seahawks will bring the offense back onto the field, and they'll go for 2.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And, boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing. Oh, Trout fumbled it, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
19, charge.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. And it is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here, because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Quickly able to add the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And trouble trying the middle here. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
A gain of 10 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Axel.
To the air, Williams.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it. Chubb. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Let's go now. 19, 60 by 6, 60.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They run again with Walker. He will push his way down to about the 14.
This is 2nd and 8.
Brisker. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
Viking 18.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And some strong running. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season. And those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for the final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling
no,
here.
you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Here's Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
A gain of 9
Got what
yards.
they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Chubb.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Pass caught by Burden.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance.